Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Keeping Up with Kia P. I'm your girl Kia P, aka Kia the Crafter, and today we are working on a project. So before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload new content. And with no more further ado, take a look. Alright guys, so today we are going to make a purse. Here is the shell that I purchased. So you can take them off, and then we're going to spray paint. That is the frame, and then these are the shells. So we're going to take the two shells outside and spray paint them. So hold tight. Alright, so here we go. I've already spray painted them. They are going with an outfit tomorrow, but I'm going to show y'all something different we're going to do to this purse. But these are the colors that we're going with. I think it's going to turn out nice. I need this to dry all the way. So we're going to let this dry, and then I'll come back and show you the second part. And now that they are dry, we're going to go on with our next step, which is to use the Dawn dish soap. And then we're going to make a pattern over the spray paint. Okay? So here we go. And you're just taking it back and forth, making lines like so. So that it will not cover up so much of the color when you come through with it. So that's what we have right there. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to spray paint the top. So that's our design so far. Hold tight. So next we're going to go over it with our gold metallic spray paint. So hold tight. Okay, so at this point they are dry, and we're going to go ahead and rinse them off. Rinse the soap off. So I'm going to put it in the sink here and let that rinse off. And we're going to see what we have as we rinse it. And it should come out quite nicely, I'm hoping. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. We got the green, we got the purple, and then the gold. Oh, that's so pretty. And then right there in those little areas, we'll wipe that off where the paint is like rubbing. We'll rub over it, making sure we get everything off of it. This is pretty. Oh, that is so cute. And then we're going to resin over it. Oh, that came out so pretty. That's one. And then we're going to do the next one. Here's this one. And the good thing about it is, like, you can't really, like, mess it up. Oh, that is so pretty. I think it's going to go nice with my little outfits that I have. That is this color. I'll make sure we wipe all that off. Okay, I'm going to come back and show you the finished product. Hold tight. Okay guys, so I've dried everything off, and they are ready to go. I'm gonna rinse, make up about 3 ounces of resin in this cup. So I have my part A, and my part B. And this is aluminite. I just went and grabbed it from JoAnn's real quick because I needed to get this done. So I'm going to, matter of fact, I don't like to hold it, so I'm just gonna mark off where I need my A to be and then where I need my B. So I don't know exactly the perfect measurements. So there's my A, pouring it in, get it right up to my measurement line. It's right there. And then this is my B. Get that going. Go up to my next measure line. It's right there. And I'm gonna use a small stick. I have these propped up on a purse mold that is bigger so that the resin will just run down into that mold. And I could just pop it out later. But I'm gonna mix up about 3 ounces. That should be enough to get us coated pretty good. Because these are, again, shells, so you don't need much to coat them. But I think 3 ounces should be fine. I hope everyone is doing well. We're back in school, so I'm back teaching. Got a couple of videos coming. I'm gonna stir this up. Scrape the sides. And I always let my resin sit for a minute just to kind of get the bubbles to the top before I pour it, because I'm stirring it pretty fast, as you can see. So that do creates bubbles. But I'm trying to get it done because we're on a time frame. I need this purse to be done by tomorrow. This I need it for an outfit. I'm gonna put everything together and show y'all what I did, why I made it. I think it's gonna turn out really, really nice. All right, I'm gonna let this sit to the side. I'm gonna go get my torch so I can make sure I'm ready. Hold tight. Okay, it's been a few minutes. You see some of the bubbles that came to the top. And I'm gonna just knock them out real quick. Just knock them out off the top real quick, and now we're going to pour. Got my spatula here to help me. And I'm gonna pour in the center. And spread out. Just right along the edge. I'm not going to take it over. Just right to the corners, right to the edge. Because we're not ready for it to fall over just yet. But we're going to take it over the edges so we can get along the sides. Same thing here. I don't know why this looked upsided. This one do. Spread. Like right to the edge, but not over. Resin will only go where you put it. If you go over, then it'll start running over. I don't want it to run just yet, because I want to get the top coated first. Then we'll finish filling it, and then it'll start to run over to the sides. But first I just want to get it right up to the edge. And you can, well, I wouldn't, or polyurethane the sides, I don't know, but I like to resin my sides too, just to seal in the paint and the artwork, and not have to worry about it chipping or anything like that, because the resin got it sealed in. And I'm just filling in areas where I see it needs it against the light. That looks good right there. Kind of creating like a little dome, if you will, right up to the edge, and then we're gonna start pouring over what's left. I think this is so cute. This is going to be amazing. Okay, so now I'm coming back to the middle, and then I'm just going to pour an extra right down the middle. Now you see it is not even pouring over. It's just kind of like spreading out. And that's what you want it to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to take it over the edge like so, and just smooth it. Smooth it. And try to hold it still. It's going to run. And you just want to make sure it's good and smooth when it runs over. Same thing here. Take a little bit over and smooth it across. We're going to do that to all the edges on both pieces. filling in any areas that's lacking. It's the same thing here. Take it right over the edge. Right over the edge and then smooth it across. Right over the edge. Smooth it. And the last one will be our last one. And then we're going to let this dry. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. Alright, same thing here. I'll run it over just the edge, just a little bit. Smooth it. And then it'll drip. It'll drip over and level itself out. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to this one. Pour it down the middle. That way it's going to give you that little extra to pull. Right? And you're just going to pull it over. Pull it over. And then smooth it. A little bit. Get them corners good. And then smooth it out. Make sure you grab them corners and that they're covered. Okay. And do this side. And it's just a soft drag. You're not scraping it. You're just dragging it. Just making sure it's all connecting. Once it's connected, it's going to level itself out. It's going to level itself all the way out. Corners. Turn this one around. Get this other side carefully. Yes. And then we're going to finish up this last side, and then we're going to wait for it to cure. And come back and put everything together. While it's curing, I'm going to put together the hardware, the side shields and everything that's going to go. So as soon as it cures, I can glue it together so it'll have time to set before I carry it. We don't want it to fall apart while I'm carrying it, right? But y'all, this is just something that's cute, simple design that you can do. You don't have to be a major artist to do this. As you see, just some spray paint and some Dawn dish soap and get creative. I saw this on somebody's TikTok channel a while back, And I just thought that, you know, I did a couple purses like this before. So when I saw the color scheme, I was like, yeah, let's do it with a gold. And I love it. So it'll have gold hardware and everything, y'all. I think this is super beautiful. Super beautiful. Everything is nice and coated. I got a little extra resin, so I probably just thicken up the tops so that they'll have like a nice little dome on them, because we don't want to waste nothing. We'll just thicken up the top, and if they run over, they run over, right? They can always run over. Making sure we get our corners nice and good. Sure everything is nice and coated. Then we're gonna hit it with the fire and make sure that we get the bubbles out. But so far so good, I would say. So it might have a little weight to it, because we're just doming it now. So we don't waste any resin. So as you see, three ounces was enough, more than enough to coat it and do what you needed to do. More than enough. Clean up a little bit while that's leveling. Keep all your materials clean so you can use them and reuse them. And this I would not put in the oven because I don't want it to draw small and leave it unleveled and uneven. So I will leave this out to cure overnight. And then put everything together, probably about 1 or 3. Come in and check it. And put everything together around about 1 or 3 o'clock, somewhere up in there. So now I'm just gonna run my fire over and torch out any bubbles so it could be nice and seamless. I kind of want to add some glitter to it, but I don't, you know. A little, I kind of do, but then I don't. So I think I'm just going to let it be. It's enough with the colors that's already in it. But in the metallic gold, I think that's going to be enough for it. And so we're going to let this sit. And just smoothing it out so that it looks like glass. Oh, this is so cute. All right. Come back and we're going to put the lids together. I mean, the hardware together. I think it's going to turn out perfect. Hold tight. Okay, so now I have the frame here, and we're going to go ahead and put the side shells in and get it ready for when the shells cure. You can go ahead and attach it. I use this roll, so it's like a plastic sheet that's got like a gold metallic thing. So I cut it. It's already 8 wide, so I just cut it by 5 and then cut it in half. So it's 2 4x5 little sheets like this. Okay. You can catch any one of my videos. I like to use the 5 side for the width, so it'll open wider, and the 4 side for the bottom. So normally what I do is I take my shields and I put them on the table, and then I kind of cut from corner here down, making an angle, and trying to leave as much of the material as I can. Towards the angle is fine because you don't want all this excess here when you doing the side shields. Okay, so I always kind of try to cut a little bit of, cut it into like a triangle without the top part. That makes sense. And that's how I've been doing all my purses, and it works. So that's my method. Okay, and I just kind of measure it like that. Use my marker, and then I cut them. Try to keep it as neat as I can, and cut that little bit off, like so. And then it looks like that. Okay, like a triangle without a top. All right, so this is the side shield, and this has like a plastic on it. We're gonna peel that off. It has it on both sides, I do believe. Yep. And you can get this off of Amazon. Just look up plastic PVC sheets, and they come in all kind of colors, like you can get them. So I do 4x5 because 4 is about the width of the frame, and it just makes it super easy. If it's 4x5, you don't have to do a lot of cutting and measuring. Here's my double-sided tape. I get this from the Dollar Tree, y'all. This is so great. It is the best. I'm not just saying it, it really is the best. Okay, so it's already curved that way, so I kind of want to keep it like that. So I'm trying to see how I will go about maybe keeping that curve in there. So maybe going this way so that the curve will curve on the inside. But it might be easier to install with the curve that way, so that's the way we'll do it. I'm going to measure it, and you only need one slice per shield because you're going to cut this down the middle. You're going to cut, because it's a wide strip, so it's a wide strip, and you're going to cut it down the middle. I think we're going to cut it down the middle. If I can get my little trusty crafting shears to work. And just gonna cut it straight up the middle. And this will work for one side shield. So you've got two pieces here. One for one end, one for the other. And I'm gonna turn it this way. That just makes it a little bit easier because it sticks to the scissors. But that's okay. That means it works. I've been using this forever, so, and none of my purses have fell apart on me. So I continue to use it. And you're going to line it up right along the edge of the shield. Tape it down. Remove the tape, the backing, and it's going to be super, super, super sticky. And you line it in the side shield close to the bottom, but not going over the bottom, okay? Close to the bottom. Take your orange wood stick and just press it. Like so. Then you're going to fold it in. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. Make sure you kind of see where you need to put the tape so you don't put the tape on the wrong side. I've done that. That's what I'm telling you. And it just makes it a little difficult to remove it, and especially once you put it on there and it's stuck, and yeah. And then you're just going to tuck it in on the other side and press it down just like you did. And press it. because you don't want all the contents that you put in your purse to fall out. So you need some type of shield there that will keep your contents inside the bag. And then there you go. You open it up and that keeps all your contents from breaking out. Okay, and then when you glue the shell on, it just makes it a even tighter hold. Now if you find that you got like this little fold or something down here at the bottom, you can cut out a little bit of it so that it will flow. Don't cut out too much though. So you can cut out a smidgen, like a slither of it, just to kind of keep it flowing, but it should still be fine. And tuck it back so it'll stop, you know, your coins and things from falling out. And there you have it. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Same thing. And then once the bag is ready, we're going to put it together and she'll be good to go. Put it with the outfit and the shoes, and she's going to be ready. I don't know what I'm going to call her. Okay, so same thing. Measure out the tape. And I like to do it on the back because it's not sticky. Measure it out. Cut it. And now we're going to cut it up the middle. Once you do them, it just becomes super easy after that. Once you do your first one, you will get it. It's just super easy. To me, this is the most annoying part, is the tape, because it sticks. So you just gotta, you know, work it. I'm sure there's another way I could do this, but I've been doing it like this, so it works. Same thing, glue it down close to the edge, press, remove the backing. It's super sticky. It's called super glue tape. So, and it works. I've been using it since day one. And I just press hard on it, take it around, do my little, making sure I put it on the right side, and press it in. Peel the backing, and just like that, our side shield is going to be in. Tuck it in. Take your orange wood stick and press it nice and tight. And there you have it. It's ready to go, and it's wide enough for you to put your hand in there. That's why I'd use the five side, because the 4, it'll probably open up like that. And if you have bigger hands, you might have to do 6x4, right? But you only need 4 inches because that's the width of this part. So 4 inches. If you need it to open wider, then you can do 6x5. Okay. 6x4, I'm sorry, and it'll make it open up a little bit wider if you need more space. But this is perfect for me. It works, and it's ready for the shell. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll put it all together, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, okay? And I'll catch you in a minute. All right, guys, now we are back with the shells. They are done. They are super clean and pretty. I love it. I love it. I had to put it in the oven just a little bit because it was still sticky in the corners, just to kind of cure the corners, but it looks amazing. All right, so now what we're gonna do is cut off the little drips. You see them, they like right here, these little drips. We're gonna go through and cut those off so that it will lay flush into the hardware. I'm trying to And I talk so loud because everybody's still sleeping and I'm woke. Trying to get this done. Because she'll be on display in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll be at the event and she will be on display because I made her for me. So I'm just cutting off the little drips that dripped over the sides, which is not that many. That's my husband's alarm. I don't know why, but he has it. Okay. Get that piece out of there. Same thing here. And I'm going to move it out the way because we don't want nothing to get stuck on there. And potentially scratch it because it's still curing a little bit. Okay, so all of those are off. Alright, so now we're going to make sure we glue them on the right way. So I want the green to both be on the green side. Okay. So I have my trusty fix-all right here. I'm going to take it around the mechanism, dropping it right in the groove, thin layer along the plastic part. But you want to make sure you get some glue down up in there. Thin layer, come across the bottom. Once you drip it in there, you could just run it, squeeze and run it. And then across the top, but not all the way across because you want the mechanisms to work, so don't take it all the way across the top because you want the lock and stuff to work. And I always use fix-all, so I was glad that I had some because I didn't think I did and I was nervous. Alright, so now I'm just going to take my shell and pop it right in to the mold, just like so. Make sure it's in all the way around, and it is. Then we're going to flip it. I'm going to put some paper down because I want it to stay clean. That's a piece of plastic still left on the shield. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing. Now this one, the mechanism does not go all the way over, don't go across the top, so you can put glue on this side. Again, you're just going to run it. And normally I would put a cover on the inside of these for sound absorption, but I didn't have time, so I'm gonna have to come back and do it. so that things don't be clucking around in there. So this one, I have to come in and do like a little piece, or maybe later on today. Put a little piece in there. She is going to be on display today, so I don't have time. But normally I'll put a little some fabric, line the shield with a piece of fabric. Now this is my last little bit, so I want to make sure I get it all out, because I'm trying to be as careful as I can to not like gulp it down in there. My last little bit of glue, so I'm trying to get everything out of it and make sure I have enough. Green side to green side, purple side to purple, and we're gonna pop this down in there, set it in front of the fan so it could get dry, and there she goes. She's coming together quite nicely. Okay, stay tuned for the finished look.